If you have about $650 to spend on an everyday watch, you probably have a few different options you're considering. Maybe a Tissot Gentleman, maybe something from a Seiko Presage lineup, maybe something else. But if you want something unique, I have another option for you. It's called a Tuseno Windseeker, and in today's video, we're gonna do a review of one. The case is made out of 316L stainless steel. It has 39 millimeters in diameter. It's 47 millimeters from one lug to another. It's only 10.5 millimeters thick, and it has a lug opening of 20 millimeters. The finishing is excellent. You have an alternation between brushed or satin finish and highlights from high polish. I really like the way this bezel is designed and finished. You have horizontal brushing for the top of the bezel, and the sides of the bezel are finished with a high polish. I think it looks excellent, and when you catch this watch in the right light on a sunny day, it's something else. It almost has that royal oak-esque look without being derivative. This, of course, is a unique design. The screw-down crown is at the 3 o'clock position. It is signed with the star for the Tuseno logo. 100 meters of water resistance with this one, thanks to that screw-down crown. Another element that is helping with water resistance is a screw-down case back. They managed to keep this watch pretty thin, but still include a display screw-down case back. Pretty impressive. As far as the opposite side, we have a flat piece of sapphire crystal with some AR coating, nice viewing angles, nothing really to complain about. On my 7.5 inches wrist, I think the watch looks great. It feels very comfortable, but I do have to warn you, I think it wears a little bit larger. Even though the first link is hinged, it's this female link, but for whatever reason, this case design just looks larger on the wrist. I'd say this one actually looks closer to 41 millimeters than the 39 millimeters like it truly is. If your wrist is on the smaller side, just do keep that in mind. I like how thin this watch is. Now it's fall time, so I have to wear a lot of jackets, and the watch just slides under the cuff of a jacket without a problem. Overall, a watch like this, your daily, has to be comfortable because you have to be able to wear it all day and every day, and I think this one pulls that off pretty well. Part of the reason of the watch's comfort is this bracelet. So it has a 2-link bracelet design. It's a flat link with horizontal brushing on the top and a high polish on the sides as well as on the chamfered edge. It plays with the light in an interesting way because the inside of the middle link is also finished with high polish. So once again, just like with the bezel, if you catch this watch in the right light, it really stands out and attracts a lot of attention, but in a good way. Overall, the bracelet fits into the case pretty well. There are no weird gaps. And as I mentioned, it has that first female link. On top of that, there is a quick release on this first link, so you can easily exchange this bracelet for something else like a rubber strap or even something like leather. Now you resize the bracelet using screws, which is nice. A lot of watches in this price category still use pin and collar system. However, what I'm not a big fan of is the fact that there are no half links. Now, if you notice, this watch comes with the butterfly clasp, which doesn't have any micro adjustments. And since there are no half links, for some people it might be difficult to size it perfectly. Luckily for me, I was able to get the perfect size without the need for micro adjustments or half links. Now, according to Tuseno, half links are coming in the future, but we do have to judge the watch as it is right now. And right now, there are no half links, which is a bit of a disappointment. There are a few different color options of this watch available, including the 2 new ones, the green one and the orange one. I went for the blue dial, although it's a very muted blue color. In certain lighting conditions, it almost looks silver, sometimes even purple. It's a weird blue. You really have to see it in person. I'm trying to capture it on camera as best as I can, but of course it doesn't represent the true color like you would see in real life. It is a texture dial with these sort of vertical curved lines, kind of mimicking a look of a globe. In fact, the design of this watch reminds me of Aquaterra 150 meters, that 41 millimeter version from a few years back. Even the applied indexes kind of look similar. They have a two-tone finish with a brushed top and high polished sides. Nice attention to detail since the case and the bracelet have this finishing pattern. It's nice to see the same finishing pattern repeated on the applied indexes. The set of hands though are finished all with a high polish, and of course the indexes and the hands are loomed. Here's a loom shot for your reference. There is a slight pop of color on the second hand. You can see that arrow tip executed in yellow. Also Windseeker above the date window also is executed in the same shade of yellow. I enjoy these little pops of color, and I think this dial specifically benefits from it. What I don't really like is this date window at the 6 o'clock position. It's a round date window with a white date wheel. Not a huge fan of how this one looks. I would get rid of it altogether, or at the very least match the color of the date wheel to the color of the dial. A couple of other details that I noticed about this dial. First of all, the chapter ring, the open rail track, is executed in a different color. It looks different from the rest of the dial. The other small detail that I noticed is the fact that you have 5-minute increments marked on the edge of the dial wall. It's etched into the stainless steel and it kind of looks cool, although if I'm being completely honest, a bit unnecessary because you can barely read them. This one is powered by the Sellita SW200-1, which is an automatic Swiss-made movement. It beats at 28,800 vibrations per hour and it has a power reserve of 41 hours. This is a great choice of movement for a watch within this price category under $1,000. In fact, we've seen the same movement in much more expensive watches, like for example the Christopher Ward that I reviewed a couple of weeks ago also had the same movement. As far as the value proposition of this watch goes, I think it's pretty good. The design is attractive, it's well made. Yes, there are a few nicks that I have, like the date window and the fact that it has a butterfly clasp, but those are kind of personal preferences. Overall, I think Tuseno nailed it. They achieved exactly what they needed to achieve with this watch. Give you an alternative to something like a Tissot Gentleman or even something from a Seiko Presage line. Just something different, a watch that you're probably not gonna see another person wear out and about. And if you're okay with the negatives that I mentioned, I don't think you'll be disappointed with this one. But what do you guys think? Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this watch. Do you like it? Do you not like it? I always enjoy reading your feedback. Also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching this one and we'll see you next time. Bye.